Hey there, Latin 1. So here we are in chapter 8. We're going to look at the glossary. So let's take a look at, well, the glossary. We're looking at 19 lines of translation, but a lot of them are dialogue, so that's a bit inflated. So first word that we see is yam. Yam. Now, we know that it means now. We also know that it means already, but they're just kind of getting used to the idea. So here, I would say that it's probably already because she's yelling at them. The next one we see is going to be the subject of our lesson for the week. So it's age and agite. So age and agite. And it means like, come on, let's go, move it, let's go, make it snappy, okay? This is actually where you get the word agent from. So the next one we see is wos. Wos. Wos means y'all. So get out a pencil and cross out you plural and write in y'all. I want to see your translation saying y'all. That's Y apostrophe A-L-L. Y'all will be using that for the entirety of the time that you take Latin. Y'all. It's kind of fun when I get kids who are seniors who just like say y'all as a part of their regular language. Actually, I had a student once say, well, why are we saying y'all? I'm like, well, it's you all. It's plural, you know. And they said, but we're learning Latin. Like, why does it sound like we're from the South? And I said, oh, well, that's easy. 85% illiteracy. They loved going to the races and going to gladiator matches. Like, how is that not South Carolina? So, the next word we see is nos. Nos. Nos means we. It also means us, okay? So nos and vos are both subject and direct object. They're both nominative and accusative. So we, us, and then y'all, right? Excitare. Excitare. This is where we get excite from. And it means to rouse. Don't say to wake someone up. Just say to rouse, okay? To rouse someone. This is where we get excite, like I said. Next one we see is intrant. Intrant. That is she enters. He or she enters. And you can see it's intro, intrare. This is where we get introduction and things like that. Cubiculum. Cubiculum. Right now, just translate it as room or bedroom. Don't worry about the grammar of it. I will teach you that when we get to chapter 15. This is where we get cubicle from, though. And actually, this means little room. So that probably lets us know that this is not like a meeting room so much as it is like a sleeping room. Tempus. Tempus. Don't make cards for tempus or cubiculum just yet. We'll get to chapter 15 and I'll teach you why. But tempus is where we saw tempore. Okay, it's tempus temporis. It's a third. But it means time. It's where we get temporary from. Okay. Deinde. Deinde. Now this means then or next, and it also means from there. So it could be like, I went to the store, and from there I went to my house. You could also translate it as, I went to the store, then I went to my house, right? So deinde, okay? It could be temporal, or it could be spatial. The next one, celeriter. Celeriter. And I always thought of like celery goes through me really fast, but I had a student say, oh, how about accelerate about 5 years ago? And it was literally the first time I'd ever thought of that. So yes, accelerate. Celerity also comes from this, but I don't expect people to know that word as well. The next word, induit. Induit. Induit means to don. So cross out put on and put in the word don, D-O-N, to don something. Now we don our gay apparel, right? Fa la 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 la. So induit means to don, to put on. It comes from induo, indura. It's a third. The next word, iterum. Iterum. Iterum means again or a second time. So we've seen a couple words that mean this now. Iterum is where we get iteration from, okay, or reiterate. The last one there is mihi. Mihi. And right now, that means for me. Just take the grammar of it. That's okay. Then I believe that's it as far as new words. Oh, actually, page 56 at the very, very bottom is the word nam. Nam. Nam means for, but it's like a conjunction, right? I do not want any more cake, for I have eaten enough. That kind of for. Mihi means for me. Don't mix them up. Okay, and that's it as far as that goes. What I want you to do is make all your cards for all your verbs. Start in chapter 8, work your way backwards. Okay, do it the exact way that I've shown you, and you'll be in good shape. All right? Okay, I'm going to hit the button.